Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. We'll see Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here, and the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear
with fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here we go with the Packer offense guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way.
I think Aaron Rodgers is one of the poster boys for persistence and belief in self. Because coming out of high school, he had 0 scholarship offers in the D1 level, went to a junior college, went to Cal and just blew up there. And then, of course, as a first-round draft pick, but a lot lower than what he expected in the first round, and then had to sit behind Brett Favre for a few years in Green Bay before getting his shot. Now he's probably one of the better quarterbacks that we've seen come down the pipe. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against him.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. On first down, Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Rodgers. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Aguilar has it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Rodgers leaves to Dillon on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The end zone. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Makes the score Packers 3.
Season, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Fournette a first down carry, but he'll get only a couple before defenders are there to meet him.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And the Giants first down.
Now Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns. One of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They run again with Dillon. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Equanimous St. Brown there to make the grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Played here to T.Y. Hilton. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Down early, when you get back in the game, maybe establish the lead. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. There's the tight end, Carlson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there. First down.
11 on the play. First down, New York.
Operating from the gun. Jones. He's airing it out for Williams. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And now it's second down. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
And it's third down.
From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Here's Jones throwing on fourth down. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Fournette. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
And that takes starts off a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. From the gun, Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out. And the Packers pick it up. Does the big boy have the juice? The 30, past the 20. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for the Green Bay touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point try now for Crosby. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
New York set to take the field. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Give to Dillon out of the gun. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Xavier McKinney with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here.
A 32-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the lead now increases to 20-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Looking deep for Hilton. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it. I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action, Jones. That's complete left side to Shepard. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards that time.
These guys have definitely been afraid in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're not panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing Jones. This caught by Carlson.
Jones pass.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Giants nothing.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Down by Reuben Foster. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 3.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Tyrell Williams heading back out onto the field now. Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They've targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run. maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game. You just try and find ways to get him going, and it doesn't have to be something that's big downfield.
Maybe kind of like in basketball, just a shooter seeing the ball go through, you get him a rep, get him more comfortable.
I agree with that totally. Maybe set that solid screen and give him an easy look.
Well, to this point, no catches. Looking deep for Hilton. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Jones. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Rodgers to throw. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, open man is Kirk, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Got a man. It's Tonyan, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. Offensively, pretty good execution. Long drive, chews up the remainder of the first half clock, and they finish it off with 3 points.
And what's the best byproduct of the whole thing besides the fact that they got points on the board? They didn't leave the other team any time to mount a drive themselves.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. New York ready to go again offensively. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A gain of 6 there on first.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
On the run, it's Fournette. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Fournette. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Off the is incomplete.
Intended for Tyrell Williams. Incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still on-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, it'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They run once more with Dillon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Number
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. That goes for 24 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. This is caught. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Here's Dillon. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
So out comes the field goal team once more. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Crosby puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants going to take over again on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So possession goes over here on the punt. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They're like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their... This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Draw play, Dillon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Again, it's Dillon. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 11.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail. As an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
At their own 21-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off play action. Jones. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Roughing the passer defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
That's nothing.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Now Jones. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
This game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
So we'll recount real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold onto the football while being jostled?
Well, good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Off the play fake. Jones looking deep for Hilton. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon, and for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. On play action, Rodgers. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Sets up 4th down.
On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taking it about the 16. call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking deep for Hilton. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this. What I think a part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. There's the tight end, Carlson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
9 yards. 1st down, Giants.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pick.
And I think the ball's out, and the Packers pick it up. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through, and that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
This is Dillon.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
The ball carrier. He was brought down by Blake Martinez. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 38. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
At the 38-yard line.
And right side, they're going to go option here. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Down at the 35-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run now with Dillon. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon, 35 yards. And the Packers are pouring it on. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And if you're wondering just how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats says 21.8 miles per hour.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
He'll look to throw right away.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. From the gun, Jones. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones, he's going to let it fly. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
At the 49-yard line.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Green Bay, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.